Hello, my shining stars Aquariuses. Here is your fast horoscope for November 2024. On the 1st of November, there is a new moon in Scorpio in your house 10, house of status. New energy, new ideas, new planning, everything regarding your new goals, achievements, finally the results. Somebody would get married, somebody would get engaged, somebody will get a new job or new offer. Somebody will obtain the new document, certificate, and for somebody it will be the idea of relocation. On the 2nd of November, Mercury, the planet of ideas, logic, merchandise, transportation, will enter Sagittarius in your house of dreams, house of future. And finally, you will see the continuation of the process when you manifest your reality with your own mind. So you will have new plans, new circle of social acquaintances. You will be invited to different events, parties. You will see the boost in your communication in your online business. It's an amazing time for advertising, marketing, business, self-advertising your services. But keep in mind that in the end of the month, we have retrograde Mercury when you will have second chances regarding your house 11. You will have opportunity to review, rebrand, redo, and of course, improve. House 11, it's also house of the third marriage. And Mercury brings some ideas or acquaintances or information regarding these matters as well. From November 2nd to November 4th is the most tense period in November when Mars, the planet of war, conflict, passion, aggression, meets Pluto and they have opposition. It's a very tense aspect. Pluto is a transformer of our souls, horoscopes on all the systems in the world. I have a separate video about Pluto entering Aquarius. Please check it out. It's available on my channel. I can compare it to the eruption of the volcano, and we will have two more eruptions like this. So first one will be around November, from November 2nd to November 5th. The second one will be the beginning of January, Mars-Pluto opposition, and the end of April when Mars, after the retrograde loop, will go direct and pass Pluto in the same degrees again. Personally, for people who have Aquarius as their zodiac or ascendant or a moon sign, they might have this conflict, this tension on the axis, house 6 and house 12, house of health and isolation and solitude, or it can be work and remote places, can be connected with everyday schedule, everyday routine, and house 12, house of mysteries, addictions, psychological trauma, spiritual elevation, travels to faraway lands. So maybe you were promised the job has to happen in some faraway land, but it wouldn't happen because of this opposition, but in the end it will serve you for better. Pluto entering Aquarius, Pluto is the planet of big money, huge amount of money, is entering Aquarius, bringing you big opportunities, but just keep in mind that when it's a Mars-Pluto opposition, it's better to observe, it's better to step back and not to be in the center of these actions. We will have, okay, I'll tell you about this a little bit later. For Aquariuses, the path starts of active cleansing of your life from anything that doesn't serve you any longer. Don't be surprised if you would want to relocate to a faraway place or very remote place when there is no cell reception, where you want to be closer to the nature, where you will not want to be in a big city, concrete jungles anymore, because nature and solitude will bring you healing, will bring you elevation spiritually and also physically. You will have the ability finally to find harmony and peace in this turbulent moment. On November 4th, Mars is entering sign of Leo in your house 7, and for different people, of course, it means different things, but let me just tell you what Mars is. Mars, it's passion to the point of aggression. It can be a conflict, and in your house 7, house of family, marriage, other people, partnership, your partners at work as well, it can mean conflict or breakthrough, great ideas, winning in the competitions. So it can be in plus and in minus. It depends which karmic rakes you're stepping on again. Mars also means bullets, fire, and traumatic period. That's why before November 15th, I would recommend you not to participate in any extreme sports and be very cautious with fire, bullets, maybe gun ranges, avoid gun ranges. but also you will have an urge to look beautiful, to buy beautiful things, to make the first step towards proposing somebody if you were shy, for example, before. So your house of family will have lots of development. Mars doesn't bring always conflicts. Mars is a wonderful fiery planet. So if you will, especially if you have ascendant in any sign that is a fire element, it will boost your inspiration. You can create your masterpiece and then benefit financially from it. Definitely in November, you will have another set and cycle of the lessons, how to say no and protect your boundaries, because you will attract lots of manipulators and people who will try to use you because you are so inspirational, you're so creative, you're so knowledgeable, and people will want to take advantage on that. So you have to be cautious not to drain your energy. So as I mentioned before, Mars will bring fire into your relationship and partnership situation with your loved ones. But also it can be a conflict with an adult child, for example, or some colleagues at your workplace. But Leo is a very royal sign, and imagine the fire Leo will want to show everybody that he's the king of the animal kingdom. You will know how to protect your boundaries, you will look great, you will have lots of energy. As a downside, you might have so much energy, and if you will not focus on creating certain things, if you will not use this creative energy, you might have anxiety and even insomnia. So it's time to take those brushes and finalize the painting that you were doing, or participate in any hobbies that you put aside, or educate yourself, because it's also a wonderful way to smooth those fiery energy edges of the tension aspects between Mars and Pluto. On November 11th, Venus enters Capricorn in your house 12. Planet of love, money, inspiration, harmony, art will enter your house, very private house, where you create certain things in a solitude. House 12, it's solitude, isolation, faraway lands, foreigners, international companies, but Venus brings income from that sources, charity organizations as well. So you might expect that all debts will be returned. Businesses connected with transportation or tourism or consultations, detective job, any job in a solitude will bring you income. Keep in mind that cruise ship, medical buildings, and prisons also in this category as well. But Venus grants pleasurable gifts and wonderful trips and travels to foreign lands and foreign countries. Now we came to one of the tense aspects of November. It's a full moon, very emotional time, full moon in Taurus, financial full moon that in the world I can describe as the full moon of bankruptcies, financial crisis. But for you, you will have a good lucky aspect in your house 4, house of your real estate, apartment, place of your living, relocation, official documents, your family, females in your family, pregnancy, and of course safety, security, and comfort of the place of your living. You will have clarity. It's a spotlight on everything that surrounds you and points out everything how you live. I have a lunar book, but if you're interested, you can check it out. Every lunar day has its own energy, and when moon is in Taurus, it's one of the best times for some treatments of organs of reproduction, urinary tract, the excretory system, the operations on the heart and throat, and operations related to varicose veins and radiology treatments are very good, but not recommended. The surgical operations on the neck, ears, lower jaw, everything connected with neck, face is not recommended, because moon makes these organs active, and the moment you intrude, it causes more inflammation. It's the same as you have the open wound and you put salt on it, so it will be not a pleasant experience. And when you know the moon cycles, it's easier to plan beauty procedures, different operations, treatments. It's not just about the health. Every lunar day has its own energy, and by navigating the right lunar energies and luck, you can get to your goals much faster and effortlessly. Highly recommend everybody. I have very good feedback from my clients. It's available on Kindle, Amazon, and it's also available in the e-format. So full moon is a very emotional time, climax of something, and some people with mental issues have problems to control their anger. That's why be very patient to other people. I would ask you not to overstress and not overreact if you have any unexpected events. On November 17th, Uranus and Taurus will show you if you have financial issues, where you have to put your attention to get rid of the financial problems in future. Again, every day is a wonderful time. Oh, there's a blue jay around me. You might hear. We have a family of blue jays living nearby. I was thinking, what is the annoying noise is that? But actually, it's one of the most beautiful birds around here. What I was saying, I was speaking about Uranus in Taurus. Oh yeah, when you have some unexpected events, do not overreact. It's a great time to be grateful for what you have, and you have to say that even on the bad experiences, I'm grateful that I have this experience. I am where I have to be, and say, verbalize something that you want to obtain, you want to receive, as if it already happened, as if you already had it. There is no time dimension about past or now or future. There is just you, and if any ideas already visited your mind, it means in the future it's already a part of your reality. So you choose what to let in your reality, either fears or self-worth and things that you deserve and that you dream about. On November 19th, Pluto is entering Aquarius for the next 20 years. It will be transforming your personality, your identity, your style, your vision, and it's a big shift. And of course, that's why Pluto associated with the big shifts in our life, because it's every 20 years it goes in a different sign, bringing different properties. Since 2008, you probably traveled a lot. You changed maybe your country, your last name, you changed your families, marriages, you have children being born, you had some karmic events that changed your life forever, and you are not the same person anymore who you've been before. Lots of previous lessons in your life were connected with finances. The new stage of your life will be connected with your values, what you really would like to achieve. Two blue jays just landed watching me and listening to me. So you will observe the world, and you will see that the crisis that will hit the world for you will open up the new opportunities, because Pluto brings big money. So it's up to you to do self-awareness work and get rid of the anchors of the past, so you can manifest your new reality with everything that you want to achieve. Do not let the fear hold you back. You have to face your fears and get rid of them. And you know the downward spiral, that guilt and self-shame or blaming yourself for certain things that will not do you any good. It's a wonderful time for self-education, to work through your childhood traumas. It doesn't mean that necessarily you have to go to the therapist. Internet provides so much information. YouTube channels provide lots of information, books, an amazing source of knowledge. And if people will shift their focus from the social media towards self-education, it will be so much more valuable, life-changing experiences. Pluto will bring to Aquariuses lots of energy, but if you don't use this energy properly, you will attract the astral and spiritual entities that will help you to get rid of this energy. When you don't have enough energy on your own, but those astral entities still will be sucking your energy and your life force, you start having some problems in your body, even without knowing why there are certain things happening for no specific reason. And cleansing from entities starts with self-awareness. First, you need to know about them. If you go to the nature, hug the trees, or just sit by the water, and then you feel better, it means that something already is sucking on your energy. But I'm not speaking about big astral entities of such a negative level. Entities can be like pets, like we have cats, dogs. They are pretty much not that dangerous, but they still need to be fed. In astral world, there are also entities like insects, as well as like little birds, big birds, some predators as well. So it depends on the entity, astral entity level. People will have different health issues and health problems. Some of the entities come to help you to feed on sorrow, on tears, wounds, depression, and by having that entity sitting and feeding on you, that entity will cause you more problems, more sorrow, more grief, because they feed on the source. But some entities, they are like insects or cats who just stay with you and take the warmth from your body in the astral meaning, and they don't do much harm. They just take extra energy that you have, but they don't want to leave if you will not tell them to leave. So there is a law in the universe that if you didn't ask for those entities to come, have that energy exchange, you can tell them that I didn't ask you to come, I didn't agree on any contract with you, you have to leave, because by the law of the universe, if you don't agree to share your energy verbally and consciously, those entities are not allowed to stay and feed on you. But if you don't know about them, they will stay there forever. They're very comfortable. The same as the parasites, they will stay with you until they harm you. Sorry about that step away. It's supposed to be a very short horoscope, but I'm interested in this topic and I discover lots of interesting things. But the cool thing that it's easier to cleanse when you know which type of the entities they are. And also nature heals, because in the nature, the energy is taking those entities and bring them back to the different astral realms where they came from. And the earth element cleanse, and forest, mountains, nature in solitude cleanse your body and also cleanse your astral body too. Don't forget about very powerful universal energy exchange, the same way how trees are taking the CO2 from the air and produce oxygen that we enjoy so much. A very similar way, there is an energy exchange in the nature when we come to the nature and we meditate, for example. On November 21st to November 22nd, Sun will enter your house 11. So of course, don't forget to wish happy birthday to any Sagittarius friends, but also Aquariuses, because Sun stays in Scorpio only for 7 days a year. After Scorpio 7 days, it enters constellation of Aquarius, that in Orthodox astrology is not accepted as the 13th zodiac sign, but I love this zodiac very much. That's why I always share some information. People with Aquarius as a zodiac or moon sign or an ascendant, they have magical properties, extrasensory abilities, and so much more. So when Sun enters your house 11, it brings energy to your online business, social circle of friends. You'll be very successful. It's time to visit concerts, performances, expos, parties, events. You will be very successful in self-presentations, performance, creating art, online business, and of course education. Saturn, your ruler, stop being retrograde and will start going slowly moving direct. And it grants you luck and financial umbrella in your financial house. So while observing that the whole world is suffering from the financial crisis, from political and energy crisis, immigration crisis, you will be safe and you will know where to move, because you're very organized, and you will see that Saturn will help you to get order and balance in your financial matters, as well as your values and self-worth. From November 26th to December 16th, we have retrograde Mercury phase, an amazing time for second chances, as well as for revision of your surroundings, circle of friends, rebranding, redoing something. Do not start anything new. Do not launch any new online business projects. Your previous dating website acquaintances might pop up, because retrograde Mercury brings people from the past back into your life, and house 11 is house of internet, social media, and dating websites, online businesses. Your old projects or online businesses that you currently already have will perform better, will bring you money, will bring you information, news, and it would be easier for you to check what you want to keep and what you don't need anymore. So you will be protected from extra spending and extra expenses. I will create a separate video or maybe shorts in order to save time for everybody. For Aquariuses about retrograde Mercury, what to do, what to avoid, to have or to buy during this time. I will be very happy to have you as my subscriber. Welcome to my channel. I wish you to have an amazing November and see you in my future videos. Goodbye.